Hi, hello. I hope you're doing well. If you're new here, I'm Brandy. I'm a digital artist and illustrator. I just got back from Barnes & Noble where I was trying to find the Night and the Moth book by Rachel Gillig, and I couldn't find it. I just finished One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns. I really liked that series. I really love the writing, and I'm really excited to read The Night and the Moth. I looked for it on my Kindle, and it's not on Kindle Unlimited, and to pay for it was like $15, and I was kind of like, I would rather have a physical copy for that price. So I went to Barnes & Noble to try and get it, and they didn't have it. But I did pick up Immortal Consequences. I have been seeing this book. I love the cover. It's such a pretty book cover. I'm not usually a big sprayed edges person, but this one is very pretty. This might be the first sprayed edges book that I own, which is kind of cool. Yeah, I've heard some kind of differences of opinion in this book. I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. The premise is cool. Like, I do think I'll like it, but I've heard that like the writing and just like the execution, some people, you either love it or hate it kind of thing. Hopefully I'll love it. We shall see. But I got that. Today is Monday, September 15th. I don't know if you can see that. So I have a couple of things that I want to do this week. I have some things I need to get done for Patreon. I want to, in the next week or so, open up commissions again. I have not done commissions in a long time, but I really enjoyed it when I did do it. I was very nervous the first time I did commissions, and so I feel a little bit better about it now. I just am super excited about commissions, especially with like the holidays coming up and stuff. Like, I just think it'd be a good time to kind of get back into doing commissions, and hopefully it goes well. But yeah, I do need to make a sort of pricing guide and also a request form. What I've seen people doing, so the first time I did commissions, I didn't really have like a strategy, like any kind of setup. I basically was just like, hey, just DM me and we'll go from there. I want to have a request form and a pricing guide just to kind of help people know kind of what to expect. I personally have not had any like real issues with commissions, which is really nice. Sometimes there can be sort of issues when you do commissions, so I want to kind of set myself up for hopefully mitigating any sort of issues that I might have. So pricing guide, request form, I want to work on that. I also need to do some drawing, do some painting. I have found that with Patreon, I like to try to get the artwork that I'm going to post on Patreon done at least like a week or so early. That just kind of helps me go ahead and schedule it, and that way I'm not like feeling like I'm running behind. So yeah. I'm about to start working on my commission pricing guide. It's mostly done. This is what I have so far. So I have a little title page. I just feel so like official making a little pricing guide. This is so cute. So I have my front like cover page, and then I have 4 different styles or like types that you can commission. So there's bust, there's half body, full body, and then front book cover. I'm considering, I don't know, I've never done like book cover commissions before, and so I wasn't really sure how to do that, because I know I haven't really done like front and back covers. I really need to do some of those just as personal projects, just to kind of have that as an example in the future. But for now, I'm just gonna have like front covers I will probably offer like front and back, like a full book cover, but for now I'm just gonna do front cover, and then I just have like a how it works. So I'm just gonna kind of go through and edit what I've written and just kind of make sure there's no typos, anything like that. See if there's anything else that I want to add, and just go from there. Okay, it's 11:30. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here. I think this is good. I think this is fine. I'm one of those people, if I keep looking at it, I will just spend hours on it. So I'm gonna call this good. I am gonna go ahead and go make some lunch, and then hopefully draw a little bit, and I'll share that process with you guys. So I will see you momentarily. Hello, welcome back. My kids are watching K-pop Demon Hunters in the other room. If you hear that, that's what that is. I'm not sure if the camera is picking that up, but they're watching that in the other room. It is 1:30. I'm gonna draw for a little bit, and then I need to edit my video for Patreon. I've been meaning to do that like all month. I filmed it kind of really in the very beginning of the month, and just haven't been able to actually sit down and start editing. So yeah, let's do that. I also, while I have you here, I talked about in one of my previous videos about One Dark Window. I finished Two Twisted Crowns, and I just kind of wanted to give some like thoughts, opinions on it. I I really liked this book. I will say I liked One Dark Window better, I think. I know a lot of people prefer the second book, so multiple POVs are very hit or miss for me. Overall, I really liked this book. The only thing I'll say that I didn't really like about this book is we kind of put Elspeth on the back burner. The way that the story goes, like I understand why. It almost felt like this wasn't really her story so much anymore. Like it very much focuses on some different characters, which I don't necessarily mind, but it did I kind of wish we had gotten more of Elspeth in this book. But overall, I liked the characters. I liked Elm more than I thought I would in this book, so there were times where I felt like the pacing was just a little bit weird. Sometimes sequels are kind of hit or miss, so this was fantastic. The way that this book ends, the series ends, is so satisfying. I think if you're a fan of the first book, I do think you'll like the second book. Some people enjoy the second book more. I'm not one of them. I prefer the first one just because it was so good. So yes, I highly recommend Two Twisted Crowns and also One Dark Window if you haven't read it already. I'm just popping in really quick. It's like 8:30 and I basically spent the rest of the day just editing. But I did finish my Patreon video, which is super exciting. I am so glad to have that done. It's exporting now and I'm gonna upload it to Patreon and then be done for the night. So yeah. Today is Tuesday, the 16th. It's like 9:20. So last night I finished editing the video for Patreon. Hallelujah, because I was so worried. I was so worried about getting that video out. So I'm glad to have it done. Yeah, so that kind of is really cool that I got that done. I've like uploaded it to Patreon, but I still need to get the title and the description and everything done. I'll probably do that today. And then I also need to make a like thumbnail for the video. And then I also need to start editing this video. I have some footage from last week that I want to put in, but some of it was like too dark to use, so we'll see what's salvageable. All of the content that I filmed yesterday and just like previously, I want to get that done. Yeah, that's kind of mostly it. I think I finished my commission pricing guide. I still need to put that on my Linktree and get that kind of set up. That and the commission request form. I want to make sure that I have all the stuff for that. Hopefully Friday, I think, is when I'm going to try and like announce that I am opening commissions again. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's kind of it. I have not drawn as much as I would have liked this week, but hopefully I can get some drawing or sketching in. I kind of want to I did start my Immortal Consequences last night. I'm not like terribly far in. I'm like 20 pages in, so like I'm not far at all. I am on the second chapter, I think. I did not realize that this was split POV, which is usually a hit or miss for me. I'm not a big fan of split POVs, so that's kind of a bummer, but hopefully, I mean, it seems fine so far. Like, I like the premise of it, but we will see if I actually like it. So, anyway, back to art stuff. I am going to get on the computer and I'm going to go ahead and edit the post for Patreon with that video. And then after that, I will probably work on editing some of this video. Hey, so I'm actually editing this video right now, and I realized that I never filmed any kind of outro for this video, so that's what I'm gonna do now. I don't typically make studio vlogs like this, but this was really fun to film. I really like watching these kind of videos, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Yeah, be sure to let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this kind of content. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!